What's going on, guys? Welcome back to No Impulse Control. I'm Justin.
I'm Jasmine.
And actually, you know what? I'm going to do this different because sometimes people, and I'm going based off of timing, sometimes, most of the time, people don't watch until the very end. So let's do this differently. Jasmine, where can they find you before we even get into our episode? Where can they find you?
You're throwing me off. Um, Asminsta1721 on socials or Asminsta ASMINSTAH because people don't know how to spell that, and that's super valid.
You don't usually
Um,
spell that. That's odd.
I know, but I was realizing that I'm just saying it, and it's not like in. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, um, ASMINSTAH 1721. Um, the well, discombobulated. The show, No Impulse Control, TikTok, Instagram. You can also find merch for us. That's the merch right there. I'm not wearing my merch. My
James.
I meant to, but I accidentally spilled oatmeal, so I have like a giant oatmeal splotch on my hoodie.
Nice.
The show is No Impulse Control. Merch is tsk1239.com. Third tab is the podcast tab. Drop it down. Fourth wall merch. Go buy some. Support us. We are teachers in America. Please hold your hand out. Please, sir. A merch. Um, yes.
One of our goals is actually to, or one of our bingo things is to sell $100 worth of merch. It's right there. It's that one. See, right there, pointing
Mm-hmm.
at it.
Yes, right there. I'm also
Yep.
pointing at it.
See
You can't see me, but I'm pointing.
there,
Point.
pointing, pointing.
Anyway, pointing. Where can they find you?
TSK 1239 or the Soccer King 1239 on different things. The only thing that you probably won't find either of us on is X, so don't go looking there. Um,
Yeah.
Otherwise, go find us, go follow us because there is more posts. I saw that I won't say who, but No Impulse Control may or may not have reposted a couple of our trip videos, which was really cool of them because we're awesome. We are
Somebody is
them.
working on the video
It
currently
wasn't
to
me.
post. Um, Also, I need you to send
If you
me all
couldn't
your
tell,
footage.
I'm not the one
Um,
working on it.
I need you to send me all your videos that you got.
Oh, Jasmine, all the videos I got were the videos that were already posted.
Cool, cool,
Like,
cool, cool, cool. Send them to me.
okay. But yeah. So there are things happening. We have
Yeah.
bingo things that we made when if you didn't show up to the live, we made them
So
on the
rude.
live. Um, yeah. Also, it was a live.
We also made.
My goal right here. You can't really see
You
it,
can't see
but
mine
is
either, but
there.
it's actually. Hold on. Let me see if I can.
Oh, we're moving. Oh, it's right there. Yep.
It's right over there. It's on my door. Now I gotta see if I can fix my camera.
But yeah.
That's not
So
better.
go follow. Go support us. 2026 is No Impulse Controls year. Just saying it. We're gonna get to 100 subscribers,
We're at
and
58 right
we're gonna
now.
do it. I know we've had 8 extra people join us since before the episode before the live, and like I'm not really sure where they're coming from. I appreciate them, but I'm not sure where they're coming from. But it's kind of crazy.
I don't know
Yeah.
because, yeah. Well, anyway, no, not Netflix.
Okay. Good addition to the
I was
conversation.
gonna go look on
Um.
YouTube and then I opened Netflix accidentally. I'm gonna mute my
Oh.
phone.
Did you see this was something kind of funny that I saw today on TikTok on the Tickety Tooks. Um,
Yes.
did you see that uh the the basement yard is being flagged? Like they're getting copyright flagged because of them doing I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys in Simlish.
No.
Yeah, there was
That's.
no music to it. It was not like anything. They literally, it was actually not, no, it wasn't on the basement yard. It was on one of Senegata Studios
Mhm.
videos, but they were doing like guess that song based off
Mhm.
of like the line that's all kind of messed up, and it was I Want It That Way, and
Mhm.
they like did it in like you could tell what it was,
Yeah.
but like it wasn't that good to like copyright them over.
Also, who's
It was
copywriting
quite
them?
funny. I, they couldn't get money off of the video, so
Are the Backstreet Boys that desperate?
I feel like that's not like I feel like that's not for them to. It'd have to be like their. It wouldn't be them that would do it. It would be their like label.
Oh, yeah. Is their label that desperate for money? They're the Backstreet Boys. Yeah. Well,
Saying, you know.
they've
You
had
know
a
what I
couple
got
videos.
called today? Sorry, I am for some reason
No,
wired.
please.
Um, I got called millennial coded. Look, in all fairity to this kid, I'm only a year or two off of millennial.
You're you are millennial coded. I
I
fear.
am millennial coded, but I'm not millennial. I am the first or second year of Gen X.
Gen
Nope,
Z.
that's old. Gen Z.
Um.
Um, but I am, and I know this. I am millennial coded. My parents, who were young millennials, make sense that I have that coding.
So Gen Z is 1997, homie.
Yeah, it's
You,
97 on.
yeah, you're 1 year
I'm
off.
I'm 98.
You,
Right.
you one.
So I'm right there.
Yeah.
So it just was very like he said that and I was like, what do you mean by that? And he's like, well, you're you coded, you know? And I was like, no, I don't, kid. What do you mean? Like, what are you
What do
trying
you
to tell
mean?
me right now? And he goes, well, you know, you kind of just you have a vibe and it's kind of millennialish. And I was like, okay, okay. At least I'm not Gen Alpha. Like, calm down.
Damn. These Gen Alpha kids are mean.
They are. They're ruthless. But and so yeah, little scientific, psychological. Um,
Yep, you got this.
I don't need you blinking like that. Uh, um, you do that blink when I get a little riled up, and you're like, oh no, I don't know what to do. Like, rude. Um,
Okay. Gen Alpha, scientific.
yes. The psychological part of it,
Mm-hmm.
they're ruthless because they had 3 years where their time to learn how to be a social
This is true.
being was taken away. They've also
Mm-hmm.
chronically been online since they were 3 and have seen videos of things that I've
Fair
never
enough.
seen until I'm 27. So,
Yeah, this is true.
like
All right. Fair enough.
unfortunately, they have
Yeah.
reason to be ruthless. I think it's stupid that they are and I think that they need to do better and I appreciate them
Well,
if they're watching and I
I
love them for
also
trying
think
when they do try.
I also think that the adults in their life,
Oh, yes.
like,
Yes, that's a big
yeah,
one.
we talk about this topic a lot. So, you
We
know,
do. We do. It
go
means a lot
watch.
to us.
Yeah, get it together,
Any of our
adults.
videos.
Anyway, so you got called millennial coded. Now,
Mhm.
on the other side of the spectrum, one of my coworkers was actively messaging his wife, Viking like insults today. Um, and there were a few that I wrote down, and I will try to find them because they were quite funny. Um, but a lot of them were cow related that I find. Um,
That kind of fits,
yeah.
like for Viking time.
Mm-hmm. A gutless person was a pretty good one. He didn't call her that, but um,
Did you guys help him come up with?
no,
Hmm.
no, he just came up with them himself. I'm gonna see. I don't know where I wrote them down, but I'll see if he can send them to me. But anyway, they were quite funny. So all day long he was letting me know about them, um, and I quite enjoyed them. So you got called a millennial. He was insulting his
Mm-hmm.
wife as a Viking. Um, I didn't have anything
Really
happen
thriving.
today. Actually, that's not true. One of my kids did ask me if I was having a baby, and I said like soon or like what's the time frame? And he goes, no, like this week. And I was like, I didn't plan on it. Unless you know something that I don't. And we're learning, about cells and stuff. And so I was like, maybe he watched that video a little too long. And he goes, oh, maybe we put the chips down, huh? And I was like, for the record, I was eating
Maybe you
carrots.
go take a quiet time.
For the record, I was eating a bag of carrots. I just want everyone to be aware of that. Like one of those little tiny, no ranch in sight, just snacking on carrots. And just the way he was like, oh, like, homie, ow.
You know how often that look that you just did, you know how often I get that? the O with like the super
Mm-hmm.
side eye. I
Bombastic
get
side
that
eye,
so
yeah.
much. Yeah, bombastic side eye. I
Yep.
get that so much. And you know who gives it to me the most? Usually it's the students who like me the most.
Yeah, they do that. Because this is a kid who likes me. Not enough to
It's my
be
soccer
nice.
girls.
Yeah.
They're the ones that do it the most now that I sit and
Yeah.
think about it.
Damn. These kids,
Little
man.
buttheads.
I gotta find these.
I have some
Yeah, you go.
I have some what are they insults that are
Fod
not
puddle.
English insults. Squad puddle?
Fod puddle.
Oh, fun.
What's yours?
Um, suck an egg.
Love that. I love
Yeah.
that insult. Um,
I have if I was playing a dwarvish character, uh, I was gonna call it cursing in dwarvish and make random noises. Like I stub my toe and I just start making random noises.
yep. Um, insults I can. Longstaff sixpenny striker, which is just a lot. A horse son's caterpillar.
Oh my. Oh, he's calling her a boy's penis.
Oh my God, he is Henry the Fourth. Bombard of Sack.
Oh, I kind of like that one.
Yeah. Old white bearded Satan. Classic.
Yep, yep, yep.
Um, with a handshake like a wilted petunia and a mind that functions at 6 guinea pig power, it's no surprise to me, sir, that many consider you as loathsome as a toad.
A little long-winded, but I kind of like it.
It's yes. Also in suck an egg, you egg, calling someone an egg, a great insult, truly. Yes.
I had one that was directly for you. Um, my
Gasp.
character was gonna make fun of you. Uh, I think it was in one of our like one shots or something where your character was very much not
Hey.
close to like your athletic, wasn't it? Yeah. And I was gonna say that was closer than a chimera with two heads. Not close at all. Even though I know like, it,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, so fun stuff. That's fun
Hmm.
and all.
I'm a big fan of Dunderhead.
Mm, Thunderhead.
Mm-hmm. Dunderhead.
Mm,
Um.
Punts.
Punts. So
Did you see he's making merch?
I did see that. Yes. Speaking of
I'm kind of tempted
punts,
to buy it.
I kind of want one. I did something today, Justin, that you'll never believe. I bought Super Bowl squares at school. So I,
Oh, okay.
for $2 a square.
So you guessed like the yeah.
Well, no. So how we do it is you buy the square and you put your name in wherever you want on the square, and then on the 6th they'll draw numbers or something, and they fill in the numbers. So you don't know ahead of time where you're putting your name. You're just putting it randomly, and then it will randomly generate off of. We had a little
Oh,
bit of an incident one time with somebody winning like $200 off the squares because she picked really good numbers, based purely on a lot of research the day before. It's not too hard to find a team's general stats versus one another and like kind of compare them and do some stats.
mm-hmm.
It doesn't always work, obviously, because there's so many things at play, but I went based off of my very generic data and I got $200 out of it. I was kind of excited because I got the first text. They were like, "Hey, you won 50," and I was like, "For what?" Because I didn't know. I was just doing it because I saw everybody else doing it, and I won the first 50, and then the next quarter I won 50 more, and then I won 100 because my wherever I put my name was like the exact score or something. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I was pretty proud. I won that one. This year I'm buying like 10 squares. I want money.
How many squares are allowed?
We have to start with two. And then after the 4th, if there are any left, you can buy as many as you want.
And it's
We
$2 per square.
mhm,
Hmm, interesting.
yeah.
I don't do those. I've
No.
never done them.
Well, you do other sports money related things.
Look, we don't need to talk about that. I
No?
may or may not be in the positive for it. So like,
Oh yeah, me too. Like $50 in the positive by the time I bought all my squares.
there
Um
you go. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Also, I was asked today if I'm doing a Super Bowl party and I was like, with whom? With who would I do a Super Bowl party?
And where?
And where? Here, I have a big TV. Can I not host a party here? Justin,
How big is the party?
you and me.
I mean, we do kind of take up and are loud enough for like 10 people each. So like, we
Hey,
are units.
I hate you.
No, you don't.
I do.
You hate sometimes. You don't hate me.
Well, anyway,
Oh man.
I had something that I told you I wanted
Well,
to talk about.
projects, school projects. I was gonna say that
Yes.
since we're on the
So,
topic of school.
so.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh my god, we should make that for
Cluck it, cluck it,
merch.
cluck it, cluck it. No, that's potential infringement. Because whoop, 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 it comes from Futurama.
No, I know that. We wouldn't put the sound. We would just put us on a crab. Two little crabs. Okay, well, I thought it was cute. Anyway, so I am a big project based teacher. I feel like I've talked about that a bunch. Like, I like doing projects, whatever. I announced today my music project for next month because I'm teaching music for Black History Month for the whole month of February. And I announced it today thinking the kids were going to be like, oh, another research project. All 9 of them very excited. Um, they were all like, "Oh my god, we get to research music!" Like it was a whole thing. They wanted to know if they could research different eras. They wanted to know if they could research different genres or people. Can I do this person? What about this person? What years can we do? Like all these big questions. And I was like, well, we're kind of getting away from like the learning piece of it. Excuse me, because it's for Black History Month, so we're specifically learning about a lot of the like major things that happened in Black music.
Yeah.
And I kind of said that, and one of the kids was like, "Yeah, all of the artists that we're saying are Black artists, Miss Corkins." And I was like, "All but Taylor Swift." Yes, continue. Um, and even when I said no to Taylor Swift, she was like, "Oh yeah, she's white." But like, they were so pumped for it. And then I announced later on our science project that's coming up. Pumped. They're so stoked. We're doing the cell amusement park where we take all the cells and each of them become a ride at the amusement park. Um,
Cool.
have I never told you about this project? Oh my god. I did this in 4th and 6th grade. Basically, you take a plant cell or an animal cell. We're doing animal because we're animals and I didn't want to deal with plants. So you take an animal cell, like a diagram, and you turn it into like cell world or supercell or whatever you
I
want to
like
call it.
that. And each part of the cell is a
Yeah.
different ride.
So like
I like that a
the
lot, actually.
ribosomes, because they're all like whatever, the ribosomes are
Hmm.
your roller coasters, and then the nucleus would be like your information. Oh no, mitochondria is your information center, and that's like where you get your tickets, and your
Yep.
nucleus is like the space thing. Um, the Golgi apparatus is like your food, whatever. Like there's all these different things, and then what I did when I did my project was um I had the Cell amusement park, and because we did animal and plant, I had the Cell amusement park and the Plant Cell water park, or flip those. But anyway, I had a water park and an amusement park.
Like a Fun Town Splash Town type
Yes,
situation.
yes. And so, I told the kids that we were doing that. I'm like getting all excited. Um, I told the kids that we were doing this cell part project, and they had so many questions, and they're learning all of the different terms and everything. And one of them goes, "After we learn about this, can we learn about health?" And I was like, so I'm actually doing your projecty thing that you do
dimensions of health.
Yeah, but like way, way not that involved because I'm not a health teacher. Um, I'm gonna be
I
mildly.
could help you.
Yeah, so I would understand it. It's me helping the children understand it.
No, no, no. Like, I mean, I can help you break it down to like younger.
That would be
I'm
helpful.
a, I'm I am certified in K through 12, so I
Oh my
know how
god, me too,
to
twin.
bring it down.
Um,
Hey, speaking of K through 12 certifications, almost two of them. I'm almost there.
that's
I
awesome.
started my first class this week.
Yay! How many
Or
classes do you
no,
have
my
left?
not my first class. I have this one and one more, and then I will be certified for PE.
Yay! That's so
Just 2 years
awesome.
late, but I'm gonna get it.
Progress is progress, no matter how small.
I know, I know. I also think that I needed that break
Yeah.
because sorry, I'm derailing us,
No, you're
but
good.
it was around the time of both my grandfathers passing
Yeah.
and Darcy's grandfather like there was a lot of like
You needed
big
time.
things happening.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that's a cool project. I like the idea of like making it a amusement park. I was
Yeah.
actually just sitting here thinking, how can I adjust the middle school version of the
Mm-hmm.
Dimensions of Health to make it something like that?
So why I brought this up specifically
Do you have
was
them do a visual?
yeah,
Like they
so they're
make the
gonna
make the whole thing?
draw it. I'm gonna help them out with like the shape, but because animal cells aren't always the same shape, it doesn't have to be perfectly circular, and plant cells are more rectangular. I'm really into cells right now, by the way. A lot of research has gone into
Yeah,
this. But they're gonna draw it out. Each of the different shapes has to be like the ribosomes have to look like a ribosome. But they can make it look like a roller coaster too, or they can just label it, but it's going to be a giant animal cell. A couple kids requested being able to do it with styrofoam and actually make a physical diorama.
make it.
I haven't decided if I'm going to let them do that or not because it could be. They want to do that because they don't want to have to physically write anything. They just want to build, which is great,
Yeah,
but they're gonna type out all of their so like it's gonna be they're gonna have to name each of the rides so it can't just be ribosomes. It'd have to be like the ribosome roller coaster or the rockin' ribosome or whatever. Each one
yeah.
has to have like a name and then has to have a description of what that does in the body. So today we learned about the nucleus and we learned about the cell membrane.
The powerhouse of the
We
cell.
actually have not learned about the mitochondria yet.
You haven't had the
Yeah.
no, no.
No, well, it was in our video and it went through and they were like, and this is the mitochondria. And every staff member went, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And the kids were
Sleeper agents? What?
literally like sleeper agents awoke saying that. And I paused the video and I said, listen to me. If you learn nothing from this unit, learn that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell so that in 10
We
years
shall
when you're
pass down our educational trauma.
and I said, so that in 10 years, when you're like, Miss Corkins never taught me taxes, which I will not be teaching you, but when Miss Corkins never taught me taxes, you can say, but she taught me that the mitochondria was the powerhouse of the cell. And honestly, I gotta say, listen, Miss Flores, or Miss Yancey, Flores, whichever one of you was my fifth grade teacher, I bitched and complained about learning about all these things because I was never going to need to know the inner workings of a cell, yada yada. I gotta tell you, I started this project and everything came flooding back.
I was gonna say you're saying things, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's
Oh
what that
yeah,
is. And like, I haven't talked about cells since I was in, well,
sixth grade
probably
probably,
like
seventh
my,
grade maybe.
well, no, for me it was, I think it was my like freshman or sophomore year in college, but
You probably
health and
talked
all,
about it in, but cells, you would have talked about plant cells because you would have done like a life
Yeah,
science
that's
unit,
true.
right?
Well, no, I did talk about it in school, but the
Mm-hmm.
last time I talked about it, I think I was in
Yeah.
college.
The last time I talked about it was probably eighth grade. Nah, that's not
Yeah,
true. I did talk about cells.
my freshman year we did it. We did some
My
cell stuff.
I took physics in college, so I didn't. Which I don't know why I did that, but I took physics, so I didn't talk about cells. But I did I did remember like so in the video they said Golgi apparatus and I was like awoke like ready to go. I
Cool.
can't tell you what it does, but I do know it exists. And it's just I don't know. I've been really enjoying teaching science this year. I'm not a science
Hmm.
person. I let me rephrase that.
I love science.
I don't think that I'm a science person. And then I start teaching it and I start remembering everything I was taught. And I'm like, oh, this is really fun. And I'm trying to make it fun for the kids. So they're enjoying it though, but yeah.
I have a theory on why it floods back. It's my theory is that it's not a metaphorical thing. It's a like a literal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Science is real. Science is what's in front of you. Science what
Yeah.
creates you. All that crap is coming from a science person. So like take it with a grain of salt. But like science is literally what's in front of you.
Yeah.
So if you are taught about science, you can actually put a physical idea to it.
Yeah.
Whereas we'll take math for example. Math is one of those that like you can put physical things to it with like, the blocks and all that
Yeah.
stuff, but it's always
It's more
uh
theoretical.
theoretical things, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 plus 2. Well, there's no like power, like there's nothing I can, that kind of thing. So my theory is that it's more of a visual, or not a visual, like a literal thing that you can
Well,
connect.
also the neural pathways, like science builds on each other. You can't learn this till you learn this. Same
Yeah.
with math, but it's a little bit different. Where the science is like it's so many technical terms that
Yeah.
they just get
Same
stored.
with history.
Yeah, I'm bad.
It's the same, like I love history.
I
If
love
I
history.
wasn't a health teacher, I was going to be a history teacher.
Really?
Yep. I would not
You
be
could
good at it
you
now,
could count me the
but
fuck out of that. I so honestly, if I wasn't doing special ed, I'd love to teach English, like reading and writing and stuff, but
Mhm.
I would kind of vibe with teaching science a little bit, but I would only want to do like life sciences. I would not be so great with like some of the other stuff. I don't know. I like what I'm doing though now because I get to teach everything. Um,
Yeah. It keeps your brain sharp because there are things for me at least that I haven't thought about since I was in high school.
yeah,
And when kids come to me and they're like, "Hey, do you know anything about, this thing?" And I'm like, "I remember I talked about
theoretically,
it one
I
time in my
do.
life."
Yeah,
Like, I can't help you, but I remember talking about it.
there's been a couple times recently where we've been because we're getting into some harder stuff. And we've talked about some things
Mhm.
recently where I've had to stop and go, "Hold on. Let me look that up." And the kids are like, "You don't know that?" I'm like, "Homie, I was in 5th grade many, many years ago. Give me a moment to remember how to add fractions. Like, chill." I don't add fractions frequently enough. I have a calculator.
I could not tell you how to add fractions right now.
If they're like denominators, I'm
Well, we
telling you,
don't need to go
shut up.
into
So
it.
the denominators, I just went
Adding
over this
fractions
today.
is easy. It's the same all the way across. You gotta have the same thing, so you gotta put it there, and then if you have to change it, da 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 da. Boom. See, told you. Moving on.
Okay,
So, the weather. It's been
okay,
pretty wintry in Maine and
okay.
everywhere else.
Let's just move on, shall we?
We shall. Yes,
Yes,
yes, we shall.
yes, we shall.
Hey, I had a thought as you were talking. I wonder if my mic is more here or if it's more
It's more
here.
there. The second one.
Here, so the top
Yes,
on.
yes.
Okay, so you
From
hear
this,
it better this way.
yes, from the side, it sounds like you're in a
Are you sure you hear it better this way?
yeah. From this,
Sure, it's not this way. You can't hear it that
it's
better.
it's not better that way. You sound. Will
Okay,
you
so you're
let me
confirming
finish
it's
my
this way.
fucking sentence? Oh my god! From the side, you sound echoey. Yeah, good. Cough.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Now that we figured out that it's this way and not that way.
I'm actually, while we're at Best Buy, I'm gonna start pricing some mics. We'll see. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah, because you still have my old one, right?
I do, and it works well, but I'd like to get,
Yeah.
I don't know. I would
Are you
like
thinking
to,
you're gonna do like an arm thing too?
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know where I'm gonna put it though, because honestly, I don't want to take up like any of the side stuff because I like having my room, but
Yeah.
I honestly wouldn't mind having something like back here that I like pull like a boom.
Yeah. I'd say you could mount it into your wall, but I don't think that your landlord would appreciate
Well,
that.
the
So,
thing about my walls, Justin, is I'm pretty sure they're made of paper mache.
mm.
Yeah, I'm not confident that there are studs in any of these walls. So, yeah.
Fair. I was just,
Yeah.
I need to, like, I'm looking at my camera now and I'm a little annoyed because it's a little blurry.
It has been this whole time.
Yep, yep. I don't know how to fix that. Hang on. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Catch it.
Do you have auto zoom?
See the things.
Do you have auto focus turned on?
Yeah, I do.
Well, it's not.
It's a little better. Oh, it's gone. Okay. I think it's trying to focus on the mic.
Yeah. Mine's very focused right now.
Yeah, yours is hyper focused on you.
Oh, oh,
But yeah, the weather. It's been quite wintry
horrible.
in
It's been shitty
everywhere.
everywhere.
Um,
Oh my god,
yeah,
everywhere.
literally everywhere. Our Texas friend, shout out Ash, she has had one or is having 1 day of school this week due to the weather. I think Antonio, who is in Mississippi, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, Mississippi. He has had no days of school this week. And throughout the US, our friends have had many ish days of school
Yeah.
this week. Uh, I've had I've had 2 days of school this week, but not because of the weather. Because of that sickness that I talked about,
Yeah.
I have been out. So my first day back was today, and after the first period of the day, I was like, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't be here because everything in my face was stuffy and
Mhm.
my throat was on fire. I didn't talk much, but I talked just enough, you know?
Yeah. I felt that
So that was real fun.
Tuesday. Actually, no, Monday, because we had a remote day Monday, and um, after like every um block that we had, I was out of breath and exhausted.
Hmm.
Sunday, I was playing games and I was like, I can't do this. I'm dying.
Yeah, you left pretty early.
Well, we were getting to a point in the games where I was getting kind of nauseous, and then I was like, meh, everyone's logging off, and I just didn't want to be there. And I wanted to go nap, and then I was like, oh, but I could go watch anime. So I went and watched some anime with Connor. But like every sentence, I was like, okay, okay. Like I was out of breath. I couldn't fucking breathe. And my nose was fine. But
That's how
yeah.
I felt. It was congestion. It's
Mm-hmm.
the like plugged up.
All up in here
Um,
and in my ears. Like I'm waking up in the
mhm.
morning and
Mhm.
my whole throat is like swollen. After I have some water, I'm usually
Mhm.
good the last couple days, but like it's so like it's on fire when I'm
That's
waking
what
up.
kept me out of school.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what was keeping me out was
Yeah.
that because I could not like I'd wake up and I like the first thing out of my mouth was like a whimper of it hurt so bad. Like I couldn't and Darcy like she'd come in and be like how you feeling and I'm like oh like a crybaby. Um and
How is that a
so
crybaby? You're in pain. You're expected to cry when you're in
because
pain.
realistically it probably wasn't that bad. Like I know, and Rachel and Kay and I and you and Shannon. I can't remember who was all part of this conversation. Maybe Ash too.
Maybe.
Um, but there was the guy cold,
Man
or
cold, yes.
man cold, I think is what they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, um, where men are essentially babies when they're sick. That is me. I know that I am this.
He's the
I
worst.
like to try to tough it out some, but it's pretty bad.
It's so bad. Between you and
I
Connor, I
get
don't know who's
grumpy.
but yes, you get mean.
Mine's grump. I get grumpy. Well, I'm not mean. I'm upset. I have a cold.
Well, you know what? So I was actually reading this. I was reading an article the other day, but no, I was actually reading a thing the other day about like the man cold thing, and it's because
Mm,
when guys are sick, they get taken seriously. Oftentimes, guys like if you're crying because you have an emotional problem, you get told to suck it up, right? Like it's men don't cry,
yeah.
whatever. But if a guy is sick and goes to the doctor, They get taken seriously. They don't get asked, well, are you sure it's not your period? Could you be pregnant? Like, they don't get
Right.
dismissed as easily. Um, and for, it's just like sort of ingrained in our own culture of when women are sick, they still have to take care of the house and the kids and making dinner and like all those things. It's basically like a weird, you're on your deathbed, but you've been essentially taught that you still have to take care of everybody. Now, I'm not saying everybody has that mentality or that you're actively, doing that. You personally are not doing that to
Right. Right.
smite the females or whatever. I hated saying that. That was horrible. I feel icky. But it's like ingrained in our culture that it just is a thing. It's like one of those things that's like, why
Right.
do we still do this? I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's honestly, that's probably a pretty fair assessment.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. I definitely I've seen arguments on the other side, and I think it's kind of crap because it's
Mm-hmm.
not like a cold is a cold, and
Yeah.
there's no way that you can test. You know, if I have a cold and you have the same cold, like the same strand, you can't test the physical pain or the
Right.
feeling of against each other. It's not possible.
Mm-hmm.
So like realistically, I don't think that's a part of it. But people do and have argued about the idea that because it's hitting a man, it hits harder and it's worse and da da da. I it was probably written by a man at that point. Like I doubt it realistically because in science you can't have
Right.
one thing be worse than another unless it actually is worse than another.
Right.
And then in that case you're not having the same thing. Like maybe that's what we need to like we should go more science cuz both of us get really into the we're like
Listen,
science? Okay.
science. We gotta talk about science. Um,
More science
more
stuff.
science stuff. Snacks. It's also too like
Snacks.
I know for most of like growing up and whatever, there's always the joke about like period cramps, whatever, and that women feel
Yeah.
them, and they just push through. Well, because like if I go to the doctor and it's like, hey, I'm having
What else
period
are you
cramps,
going to do?
what are they gonna say? Awesome, congrats on your period, no baby for you.
Okay.
Like they're not gonna,
Yeah.
realistically,
Pay
they
me my
won't
money.
do anything. Now, if you went in and said, you being the, a man goes in and says he's having the exact same symptoms, there will be tests and there will be um
Which, to
scans.
be fair, in that case, there
Oh,
should be
should be. Yeah,
tests
yeah,
if
yeah.
there is
No, no,
blood
no.
and
No,
period
yeah, no,
cramps
there should be.
happening.
But there are like, I know for a lot of women that I know, they've gone in and said like, I'm having earth-shattering cramps, and their doctor's been like,
Yeah.
have you tried ibuprofen, you bitch? Like, it's in your head, it's not that bad. Everybody gets period cramps. Fun fact, they do.
Not
They're
everybody
not
does.
supposed to be that bad. Oddly enough,
Yeah.
it's not supposed to be debilitating. You should still be able to walk. It's gonna hurt, obviously, because it's contracting,
Yeah.
but it shouldn't be like so painful that you can't move
Another,
or breathe.
right. Also, just a little, not everybody gets, like, they do
Yeah,
get cramps because that's part of the uterus,
yeah.
pushing the stuff
Not everyone
through.
feels it the
But
same way
one,
too.
not everybody feels it the same. And then two, if it's earth shattering, that could mean that there is something in there. That could mean that when it's squeezing around something
Yeah,
that is in there that's not supposed to be in there. So like that could be a whole other
yeah.
thing.
Do you know what they're not gonna do though?
Scan.
Yeah, no, they ain't gonna scan. Do you know how long? I'm actually, you do know.
Unless you say you want to scan, then they will push or then they will get it scanned. Or if you have a female doctor that like understands where you're coming from. They don't always understand,
I
I'll say
know.
that. Not all doctors are good,
Yeah.
but there are some that
There are some
will
that are
do
good.
what
There
you're
are,
asking them
yes,
to do.
there are some. I mean, you know how long it took me to get an ultrasound for my gallbladder when they thought it was like
Yeah,
actively rupturing. And every time I went in, they were like,
right.
pregnant. I was like, how would I be pregnant currently? I can't do anything unless I am the Virgin Mary. Again, reborn, reincarnated, electric boogaloo style, whatever. There's no like.
Reincarnated. Dargism.
Thank you, Kendrick Lamar. Um, Mustard.
Oh, I was thinking, sit down.
That's humble, yes.
Yeah.
Yep, we went two very different songs. The song you were singing was um woke up looking for the broccoli. The TV. Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off.
Turn the TV off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's where
yeah.
mustard comes from. Mustard.
Mustard. Where are we at for time?
We're at 40 minutes.
Okay, perfect. So, did that do anything? Did that do like a little like
It help help
help?
help. Anyway, why is that perfect?
Um, so do we want to tell them our future plans or do we want to leave them in the dark?
It sounds like we're like eloping and running away to a new country. I'm gonna be honest with you there.
Well, we're not doing that, but
I didn't mean elope in the terms
let me
of
rephrase.
marriage. Let me pause. I did not mean elope in terms of marriage. I meant run away. I was writing reports today.
Ah, yes.
Hear me out.
Well,
Trip to Ireland.
currently, I wouldn't tell you guys if I was leaving. That's just not going to happen. Um,
I would just leave.
but who knows?
I think we wait
Um,
1 more week.
okay. Well, I guess you guys are going to have to hold your breath for another week. Bated breath, they say.
Mm, wish they wouldn't.
They do.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
what? Hmm?
Rock paper scissors. A little hard to do. So actually, I wanted to.
So I do kind of want to tell them about that. That was funny.
So yes, you can tell. You can tell them. Yeah.
So on the in the Discord, not Discord, the D&D campaign that we're both in now, due to being on our trip, the Gritty Bandits thing,
Yep.
um, we we are siblings. I am her younger brother, um, and they do not have a great relationship by any means. There's a lot of arguing, a lot of
Little
name
trauma.
calling, but it was very funny because I wasn't expecting it when Jasmine, who we have a group of like 10 and we're all on Discord and like people are talking and and then in the chat of Discord I see like a quote and I was like what the heck, who's quoting things in here? We have a whole other thing for that. And it's Jasmine saying something about Arun, do you want to play, like there was, she called me a name or something like that, and then do you want to play rock paper scissors?
I'm
And I
pulling it
didn't
up
look
because
at
it
it
was
at
so
first.
freaking funny.
It was, and I didn't look at it at first. I was like, okay, I'm just walking along. This is, not my scene to
Yeah,
do
we
anything
were
in.
we were walking somewhere. I can't remember where.
We were leaving an island or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. But yeah, so she pulled that out, and like people were making comments about, oh, the rock paper scissors. You mean, shears? I don't know,
Boulder
whatever
parchment.
the yeah, that.
Boulder
And I
parchment
was like,
shears.
this is an odd conversation to be having while we're walking to
Yep.
potentially kill something. Like, and so yeah, it was very funny. And so what happened was we, like, without saying anything, messaged back, and then I held
This
my hands up like
conversation is
this
boring
and just
me.
waited. Yes, this conversation is boring me.
Then we just.
And so then I held up my hand and waited, and then we did the rock, paper, scissors, and did it. And it was like just us for a second. It was just us doing this thing like siblings in the
And.
back of a pack. Like,
Oops, sorry.
go ahead. I was just gonna say it was just like siblings in the back of the pack who were not paying attention to the conversation.
No!
We were in our own little
Rock, paper,
world,
scissors.
and just rock, paper,
It was
scissors in the
like
middle of the like argument.
siblings. Yep. And
Yeah.
we got scissors and then rock and then paper and then
Oh my
scissors again.
gosh.
And
We couldn't not match.
it was so funny. And Rachel was looking back. I was like watching her ping pong back and forth between the two of us. And so just going through I found the chat. It was me saying you owe me a finger,
Yeah.
just like old times. We were chatting in the chat just like as if we were talking because we didn't want to interrupt. Effing cheating just
Right.
like you always
And everybody
did.
else were having the conversation about different things. So we were like, we'll just have our own little conversation off to the side.
Yep, that's what I got. I was like, cheating? That's bold coming from you, Prince Boy. We're a family of royals. Um, always cheating, double or nothing, and then we kept going. Oh, wow! Just like Dad accusing me of cheating, double or nothing, and it just, oh, it was so good. it was one
It
of
was
those
very
moments that I
funny.
was like, oh my god, this is so funny, and we couldn't stop laughing too because like they're having a very serious conversation about something, and
Trying to
we're
plan out what they were gonna do,
trying
how
to
they're gonna
plan
do
out
it, and we're
how we're
just
gonna.
like,
I think we were coming back from the unicorn, and we're they're planning out like, okay, so we're gonna lure the hag out, and we're gonna do these things, and then right when she's not looking, we're gonna do X, Y, Z, and we can't kill her because of whatever, and they're like plotting, and we're like, damn it, like
you're a cheater.
so funny. Oh my god. And then having our conversation back and forth. I think it will be fun if we can do some of it out loud too. But
Oh yeah, it
at
should.
some point, um, I was like, we were doing whatever, and we had to roll perception. I was like, huh? What are we rolling perception for? I'm not perceptive. What's happening? Um, and then we were chatting, and people were posting like things that they were saying, and we're just still quoting.
We were just talking through our conversation. I didn't care who was around. We were having a conversation.
Yep.
And the thing, like, it was really funny too because it was like Rachel picked up on it, and then Ash picked up on it, and then like somebody else picked up. Like, it was a slow like burn to everybody
Mm-hmm.
fully understanding what was going on. But it was
Yep.
just us for a hot second of just doing it. And Shannon didn't have a clue until the very end, where she was like, "What do you guys mean about this conversation of Prince Boy and cheater and like,
Because
what do you
somebody said
mean?"
something out loud about Prince Boy. Oh, um, at one point, I don't remember where we were going, but you said, Lily, come with. Oh, we were fighting the hag. Maybe are we fighting the hag? We rolled initiative,
We hadn't fought yet. We hadn't started fighting yet.
so we're about to. Yeah. So I got, yes, because you're close to the hag, so you get younger. So I got Lily, come with me, and I was like, literally, this has no effect on me. This is a fake character in a fake game. But he said that, and I was like, huh. Because we have little like nicknames for the siblings. Also incredible that we're playing siblings. Um,
It makes sense
it makes
though.
sense because you know what else? We're also playing siblings now in the one that I'm running because I have made you a brother.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
I
Um,
have made you a brother.
I created a brother for you.
What's up, bro?
Mazel tov. And maybe a sister. Who knows?
Who knows?
Actually,
But
I
yeah,
know.
it was quite funny and quite fun actually.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited to continue that.
I am
It'll
too.
be. I think this fight is going to be very interesting for you without saying too much.
I'm I'm
Um,
really
I think it's going to be interesting.
so I will let you know because after this will post after the fight, right?
Don't indoctrinate you. Don't indoctrinate yourself.
No, I'm just saying this will
Don't
post
give up
after
to
the fight.
information that you're.
I have
Yes.
some spells that I have not had a chance to use. I have some weapons now. I have a garrote now. By the way, I got a garrote. Chef's kiss, very up Lilith's alley. But I have some spells that I haven't ever had a chance to use that I'm really pumped to because I know that this hag has blight. Do you know who else has blight? Yeah, girl, Lilith has blight. I also have just like a ton of stuff that's real poisonous, and I don't ever get to do anything, so I'm really excited
Mm.
for that. Um, I have infestation, real pumped for that one in a wood house. Um,
Oh, jeez.
yeah, I got a hellish rebuke. I have oh, where'd it go? Oh Lord, I lost it. Justin, where'd I put it? I've got blight.
You never had it.
I've got my flame blade, which is now a flame whip. You know what you don't want to have in a house made of wood?
Flame.
A flame whip. Yeah, it's really exciting. But I have all that, and I have some stuff going on with my wild shapes, which is cool. Very excited for those. And yeah, I'm very pumped. I can give nothing else away because it will totally derail things, and I don't need everybody to know my business. But I'm very excited to
Fair.
fight this hag.
I am too. I think it's gonna be just a lot of fun overall.
Yeah,
Um, but
yeah.
all right,
We're at 50 minutes.
we're probably at 50. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay. Go follow us. We set our socials at the very beginning.
Yee.
Jasmine, whatever side you're on for me, I think for me, you're that side, but I'd assume it's
I'm
that
on the
side
left
for
side. You're pointing at, you're not no longer
that side.
pointing at me. Now you're pointing at me.
Okay, that side. Her socials are her socials are as Minsta on certain things. I don't remember the number, 17, 20 something.
21.
Oh, I was gonna say 21 and I forgot
Yep.
it. Okay, 17,
My
21.
graduation
Go
years.
follow her at different things. That makes sense.
And his socials
And
are
then my
TSK. No,
socials.
I got this. His socials are TSK1239 or the Soccer King 1239 on different things.
Yep. Yep. And then the show, No Impulse Control on Instagram or TikTok. Go follow it. Go watch our videos. Go make it go viral. All that fun stuff. And go get your merch at thesoccerking1239.com. Go to the tab that says merch. Click on fourth wall. Go get your tabs.
Go to the
Go
tab
to the
that says
tab over.
podcast.
Oh, podcast. Then go to the merch. Whatever. Blah 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 blah. Basically, go find the merch. Go buy the merch. And help support the channel. If it's a birthday or something, Valentine's Day is coming up. Maybe your girl wants a sweatshirt.
Or your
These
guy.
are comfy sweatshirts. Or your guy. You could get. I would say guys tend to want like, t-shirts and stuff
You
like
could
that.
say
But like,
partner. Be inclusive, Justin.
fair.
Just
Okay,
like
my bad. My
Arun.
bad. Your
Just like
partner wants
Arun.
wants close. Oh my god. Okay, we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Bye.